Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimber Kelly with Rustic Touch Beauty. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a self-taught makeup artist, and I love learning more and more about skincare each day. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and continue watching. Today we have a good one. I recently posted a picture. It was just showing a before and after of my makeup, and I had rollers on in my before picture, hot rollers, and I had so many requests to show a hot roller hair tutorial. And you guys, this trend, I swear, has been like on the rise, but this is not something new to me. So I found it funny that rollers are making a comeback. So we're bringing the 80s back in this video. The rollers I have here are literally 15 years old. I stole them from my mom. They're from Conair. She probably got them at Walmart or Target back in the day, and they have never failed me. They're going strong, and I use these quite a bit. I love hot rollers for giving volume. They really give you that kind of blown out look. If you love when you go to the salon and they round brush your hair, that is what rollers, in my opinion, can do for your hair. I am a hairstylist and I find it incredibly hard to round brush my own hair. So I don't expect someone who doesn't know how to do hair or someone who's not licensed in the hair industry to know how to round brush your own hair. It is really, really hard. And so in my opinion, hot rollers can give you that same round brushed look without all the arm exercises and frustration. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I place my hot rollers in my hair, and it's been kind of a no fail, easy, fun hairstyle for me. So keep watching. So I've got my rollers. These have been plugged in for probably 15 minutes or so. I like to get them really hot. And then I have my clippies just in a bag right here. I love to start out in kind of a mohawk section. So I have very thick hair, and rollers work amazing with fine hair and thick hair. I would say the longer your hair is, the less curl you're gonna get, but it still works on long hair as well. First things first, I take a section right here in the middle, and you wanna make sure that your sections are no thicker than the size of the roller. So you can kind of see how wide I'm taking that section. I don't wanna go wider than the roller itself. But then I'm actually gonna bring this hair forward because I wanna create as much volume as possible right in the front. So I'm kind of over directing my hair. Take that roller, and you're actually gonna go about midway down the hair, wrap it around, and do it again. Get that hair locked in place, and then begin to roll it back. So then I'm gonna place my clippy in here. Hopefully you guys can see like how forward I made that right there. That is going to create a big old swoop in the front. This is obviously gonna fall down for right now, but I'm gonna show you how I fix that with the next section. So again, we're just gonna over direct the hair a bit, and I'm actually gonna now go this way. Okay. So I'm rolling that hair away from my face. Ooh, these are hot. Okay, whoops, put my clippy in. Then I'm actually going to grab a hair tie, just a regular old hair tie. I love these, what do they even call these? Like nylon hair ties. They literally feel like they just cut hose like panty Legos and made them into hair ties. But I put that on my clips like that to keep this clip up and in the shape that I want it to go. Then I'm moving on to about the crown of my head right here. Brush that straight up. You have to make sure that you're putting your hair, hopefully you guys can see, I gotta like scooch down so you can see that. There we go. Okay, you want to make sure that, look at this color, you guys. I need hair color so bad. You want to make sure you're holding those sections straight up because you're creating volume. You want to go the opposite direction so that you create more volume. So again, I'm starting about midway down. I'm wrapping that hair, and then I roll down the actual roller. Put my clippy in place, and then I'm going to do the back, which you guys won't be able to see. So in my little roller set, which I could probably honestly use a second set because 12 just isn't enough. Again, going straight down, roll those ends around before you then roll the entire roller down. So, like I said, 12 rollers is not enough for the amount of hair I have. But I'll show you a little trick that I do for now that gets me by. But it probably wouldn't hurt to like have a second set of rollers. Okay, this second section, I'm kind of just scooping right here, grabbing the top. But again, we want to make sure we're holding that hair straight up to the sky because that's what's going to give your hair the best chance for volume. So I'm wrapping and then rolling that down just like that. All right, this next section, I'm basically taking like the front of my ear forward because this section, the hair just isn't as thick, so I can take more. But I'm over directing that hair up because I want to create volume. So starting that roller about midway, wrapping my hair around, making sure those ends go nicely into the roller. This is where I kind of have layers, so it gets a little tricky because we don't want to kink any of the hair. So make sure you're rolling it all in place at the same time. Okay, then I'm going to take a section right below that, combing it straight up, wrapping it around probably about once. Whew, these babies are hot on the hands. Okay, place that clippy in there. Okay, same thing on this side. I'm kind of just scooping this section of hair right here. I'm gonna comb it straight up, and notice, you guys, it does not need to look perfect, okay? But make sure you're bringing that section of hair literally straight up so that you maximize your volume that you're getting within your hair. And then we're making sure that I'm wrapping those itty bitty little layers that want to pop out, that you're getting those tucked in there so that you don't have a kink when you go to take it out. Okay, next section. Again, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this whole section just to save on rollers. I could split this into 2 different sections, but I'm not going to because it's gonna give it kind of a nice, pretty, loose curl on there. So holding that straight up, wrapping it around about 1 time before I begin to roll it down towards my face. clippy in. Okay, now I can see my next little section here. Bring that straight up. Wrap it around about one full time. For my length of hair, I should say I get it wrapped about once. And then clip it in place. And now I'm left with probably one more section here that I could do. This one gets a little hard to be able to shoot straight up. So at this point, my hair is also getting shorter towards the bottom. So we are just going for getting all the hair in there. But for these top sections here, you really want to make sure that you're over directing the hair to maximize your chances of getting the most volume up here. Okay, so I'm kind of left with all this hair at the bottom. Why I'm thinking having a second set of rollers would probably do me some good, because I could get this section in here. But since I can't, and see how it's kind of kinky, I washed my hair 2 days ago, so we've got like some bed hair going on right now. But I take my flat iron, I'm gonna split this hair into 2 sections in the back like that, and I'm just gonna take my flat iron and I'm actually going to kind of bevel these ends up like that. So you could use a curling iron. I just like using the flat iron because it helps kind of straighten out these kinks while still being able to add a little bit of curl to the bottom right there. And then just do this back section. I don't focus on this too much just because you really don't see these pieces once the rest of my hair is down, but I do give them a little bit of curl just in case. Same on this side, and when I'm doing this, I'm kind of pulling the hair out. So if you were to see it straight on, I'm pulling my flat iron out like that to kind of bevel it at the same time. And that's how you can kind of give your hair a little bit of a curl using a flat iron. See how it starts to curl those ends by just going straight out like that? And that is it. So I'm gonna let these sit, honestly, probably 20 minutes to a half hour. You want these rollers to completely cool down. When hair is warm, it's still pliable, movable. You can still kind of manipulate the hair when it's warm. So the cooler the rollers get, the better your curl is gonna be, because it's going to allow that curl to really set. So I'm just gonna let this air dry until I feel like my head is honestly not warm or hot anymore. I'm gonna completely wait for these rollers to cool down. So I'm gonna figure out something in the meantime, and then we'll be back. And I'm gonna show you how I style this once I take the rollers out. All right, guys, I have let these sit for probably 15 minutes now. So I'm gonna start to take them out so that you guys can see the absolute, I mean, look at this. It's looking a little 70s right now, but it's gonna look better, I promise. So I just start by taking out, working from the bottom curlers up, putting them back in my little thing here. But I'm not touching these curls just yet. I'm leaving them. So as I take them out, I'm not gonna run my fingers through them or anything yet. But you guys, look how cute. Like, you cannot beat this hairstyle. It's so fun, it's so easy, and it literally gives you that look that your hair has been round brushed, even though you didn't have to round brush it at all. Take this out. Okay, look at the magic. that is happening here. Can you even? Can you even? It is so pretty and so fun. You guys saw my hair before this, right? I don't even want to touch it right now because that just fell like right into place. But I'm going to show you guys kind of my tried and true products that I like to use when I style my hair. So I'm using the Surface Hydrating Oil. I love this stuff. If you've seen other videos, you've seen it before. Usually I use it when my hair is wet, but I do like to use it when the hair is also dry. I like to run it through those ends to create some shine, help them not to look crusty, and just kind of bring some life back to the hair. But look, OMG, can you guys get over it? Every time I do this, I'm just like, oh, this is so fun. Okay, then I'm using the Kevin Murphy Powder Puff. I'm going to apply a little bit of this at my roots. Same back here. This is just going to give my roots some grip, some more volume, some more hold. And so I like kind of lifting up a veil of hair and putting that powder underneath that veil of hair. The next product I'm using is the Blowout from Surface as well. I love this for the ends. It does just what the name says it does. It's literally to give your hair kind of that blowout texture that we all want. So I just put a little bit through the ends there. This helps give my hair just some grip and some more hold. Then if you feel like you have any weird spots, like right here is kind of flat, I have a cowlick right there, so I always have to tease just a teeny bit in there and to give my hair just some lift. But I still want my hair to have a lot of movement to it, so I actually don't want to tease it too much because I still want it to be able to move around and have some volume to it. Okay. This can be styled so many different ways. I could pull this part over even more if I wanted to give it kind of that bigger flip, you know, that we always like to have. You could kind of tuck that and you just play around with it till it kind of lays how you want. And it's so much fun. You could put these curlers on before you do your makeup and then have them sitting in there while you're doing your makeup. I do this a lot. Look at that, you can see my cowlick coming through. I do that a lot just so I'm constantly able to maximize my time and be doing things while the curlers are sitting down and things like that. But that's it, you guys. It's really, really simple. That mohawk section that we do, I think, is really key in getting lots of volume right through here. That's where we all want the volume. So that to me is key. But how fun is this hairstyle? You can kind of see it on my medium length hair, like the amount of curl, it just really kind of just curls the ends to give it just that round brushed look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again this week. I really appreciate you being here and supporting this channel as I get it off the ground running. And make sure, if you haven't yet, to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment if you feel like it and let me know what you thought of this video. I will see all of you guys next week. Bye guys.